the president is saying, great job, Mexico, we scared you, you did it, or whether it's something he can continue to use as we get into the midterms.
Max Boot, what are you seeing in the pro-Trump media coverage of this, the right-wing coverage of this? Is it demagoguery? How would you describe this?
It is demagoguery, Brian. It is also, I believe, racism and nativism, really pandering to the fears of Trump supporters and Fox News viewers who tend to be older, white males who are alarmed about the supposed invasion of dark-skinned newcomers coming to America. I mean, the threat is entirely bogus because, in fact, border crossings have declined dramatically in the last 18 years, down 80%. There is not this massive army of illegal immigrants, and these people are not even illegal immigrants. They are refugees who are seeking legal admission to the United States. But what this really underlines, Brian, is how the Republican Party has changed in my lifetime. This is something I write in my book, The Corrosion of Conservatism, how when I was growing up in the 1980s, the Republican Party was basically pro-immigration. It was a conservative party with a white nationalist fringe. And under the impact of Fox News and Donald Trump, it has transformed into essentially a white nationalist party with a conservative fringe. I mean, I spent decades working in the conservative media for publications like the Wall Street Journal editorial page, and guess what? They were pro-immigration. They had a very different view on all of these things than the Fox Newses and the Donald Trumps of the world, who are pushing this xenophobic agenda to mobilize their base for crass political purposes. It is tragic and it is despicable.
What do you want to see the press doing differently, or how do you think others in the media world should respond to what you're saying Fox and others are doing?
Well, I think most of the media is doing a pretty good job of presenting this, but I think the point that you were making earlier is true to some extent, that you are kind of hostage to the video. And when you show the video, it's easy for these voices of fear-mongering on the right to say, oh, look at this, isn't this threatening all these people? And in fact, a lot of them are women and children. They're mainly people looking for work, for safety, trying to flee from oppression, trying to flee from crime. But the pictures themselves, when presented in isolation, can give a very misleading impression.
Well, let's talk about the pictures. Let's put up the pictures again from the bridge. You can interpret the pictures from the bridge many different ways. You could say that's an inspiring protest, an effort by these migrants to gain attention for their cause. You could point out it is a real problem, the suffering that's going on in these countries. Or you could look at it and say it's threatening. To your point, I think if we are able to zoom in more often and show images of the individuals, or better yet, talk to the individuals.